Imagine a presidential election where nearly every state casts all its electoral votes for just one candidate, regardless of how close the statewide popular vote might be. It is a system deeply rooted in American politics, but what if a couple of states decided to break from this tradition, opting for a more granular approach? Maine and Nebraska uniquely deviate from the traditional winner-take-all system for presidential electors. Instead of the candidate with the most statewide votes securing all of a state's electoral points, these two states employ what is known as the congressional district method. The core reason behind this difference lies in their state laws, which specifically mandate this proportional allocation. Each state awards one electoral vote to the presidential candidate, who wins the popular vote within each of its congressional districts. For instance, Maine has 2 congressional districts, and Nebraska has 3. The 2 remaining electoral votes that each state possesses are then allocated to the candidate, who wins the overall statewide popular vote. This system was adopted to provide a more representative reflection of the popular vote within their borders, allowing for a split outcome that more closely matches the electorate's choices. In practice, this means a presidential candidate can win some electoral votes in Maine or Nebraska, even if they do not win the state's overall popular vote. This electoral strategy requires campaigns to consider not just statewide victory but also success in individual congressional districts, potentially shifting resources to target specific areas. It creates a dynamic where candidates might secure 1 or 2 electoral votes from these states, even if their opponent wins the majority of the state's total votes. This distinct electoral approach has occasionally led to what are known as split electoral votes, a rare occurrence in the electoral college system. For example, Nebraska split its electoral votes in the 2008 presidential election, awarding 1 vote to Barack Obama while the other went to John McCain. This demonstrates how the congressional district method can lead to a more nuanced outcome, giving a voice to a broader range of voters within the state, rather than simply handing all power to the statewide majority. Ultimately, by adopting the congressional district method, Maine and Nebraska ensure that presidential campaigns must engage with voters across their congressional districts, not just in densely populated areas. This system provides a more direct link between local voting preferences and electoral outcomes, potentially fostering greater political engagement and rewarding candidates who build broader support across different regions of these states.